You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, now all of the black people in this country are demanding, even the black people says equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a worm, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
We got a problem here? We got a problem here? We got a problem there? What else?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
In my mind. We got a problem here? We got a problem here? We got a problem there? What else?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
I know that ain't who I think it is. That ain't who I think it is.
You can kill all the black folks you want to, baby. But you will not kill the freedom of black folks. It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, lady, and you give us nothing. Now the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now you kill you want to, but we kill too.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Good afternoon, family. I think we might have some audio now. Just tried this a few minutes ago. It was showing me that I had audio, but I obviously didn't have audio, but I think I might be good now. Just trying to deliver a quick message. I don't want to be in here too long. Just on an update. After I got a confirmation from some information that I was seeking out regarding the daycare program at Ann Arbor Pathways, I got some confirmation. Yeah, it's to me, I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm going to speak on it based on the way I feel about it. I'm just going to come up real quick here. So what we've got is a scenario that I believe a lot of things are being done improperly at Pathways, and where I have invited the staff, starting with Shanu McCoo and Michael Brown and Mikhail Brown and, about 6-7 other people that have direct contact, direct daily, full autonomous contact with these kids. They've chosen to not take me up on my invitation. And like I said, it wasn't going to be a slaughterhouse. I want to have dialogue with them and these parents and these kids, but I had to start where I thought I was following protocol. It wouldn't be against any educator. I have also found that out. It wouldn't be against any educator and what they deal with as far as their bylaws dealing with AAPS to have come on this platform and state things factually. So, and you will see that because I'm going to actually bring on someone who is an Ann Arbor Public Schools employee to speak their truth into what their experiences have been, not only dealing with Pathways, but just dealing with the school system in general, but not putting them in jeopardy because they already have representation and they've talked to their representatives and they said, hey, as long as you don't do this, as long as you don't do that, you should be good. And that's what we're going to do because we are not in this to try to kill anyone's character, kill anyone's career, nothing. But we want to get the truth out. And the truth is what makes everybody whole eventually. And really who I'm trying to make whole in this situation are these kids. I don't believe these kids are being treated fairly. And if you're not being treated fairly, you are not going to be made whole. You can be whole if you are under unfair treatment on a daily basis. And I believe that's what's happening with these kids over at Pathways. So today I wanted to talk about their daycare program, which I had come to know as a place where many of the employees of Pathways have their kids attending. And I didn't think it was such a bad thing. I'm like, hey, you work someplace, your place of employment has a daycare, and that's good. It's a one-stop shop, right? You got a one-stop shop. And I'm finding out that it's not a good thing because it's only the Pathways employees who have children in the Pathways daycare. And the daycare is for teen mothers and teen fathers. The daycare was not meant for the faculty. It was meant for the pupils and their offspring. But the faculty have availed these facilities to themselves, and they bring their children there. And from what I know, there is very little, if no outreach into the community, because I know there's teen mothers out here who would qualify for either the full-time enrollment of the Pathways program or the GED program. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get into who qualifies for the Pathways daycare program. That's what this is about today. This is about the Pathways daycare program. It's not about all of the other debaucherous things that are happening to the female students there, the LGBTQIAP students there, and every other student there. This is today about the daycare program. So where we have heat and where we have proof that things are going wrong with the ladies of Pathways and the gay community of Pathways, and we obviously know that Black children are being directly affected, seeing that most of these kids, we're talking about on the female side, on the gay side, we are talking mostly about Black children. So with that being said, we don't have to keep saying females, gays, Blacks. Just understand, chances are it's a Black child that's being directly affected at Pathways in these detrimental programs and systems that they've built up over there under Shanu McCoo's regime and his other faculty. So before I get into that, has anybody seen this? This is nuts to me. I just saw this for the first time. ban books, and it looks like it's literally like in a library. And I don't know if it's a library or a bookstore, but these are books that they have on the shelves. Well, on shelves, but not on the shelves. And is this a library that they're saying that these books are banned, but they're going to show the kids the books? Or is this a bookstore where they would normally sell the books, but the books are banned, so they're saying that they're not going to sell the books? I need to know why they actually have a shelf in the middle of the store saying that the books are banned. Are they banned to the point where you can't take them and read them? Are they banned to the point where you can't take them and buy them? Are they banned to the point where you can't take them and check them out? Why do you have them in the people's faces if they can't read them? If they're banned material? Can you be arrested if you get caught reading one of these banned books? Will you be banned from the library? Will you be banned from the bookstore? Why is this display necessary? I just need to know. Why is this display necessary? Is it just me? Is it just in my mind? I don't know. It could be just in my mind.
In my mind.
A lot of things are just in my mind. A lot of things I think are just, and they're not just. But I need to know. So, appreciate it. Check out this live. It's going to check out this playback. However you check the message out makes no difference to me as long as you check it out and you ingest the message properly. And if you don't ingest the message properly, let me know that you ingested it improperly and let me correct that for you. You know, I've actually been pretty good. Not had a whole lot of slick commentary on my YouTube videos, and I don't get a lot in the chat rooms where the video is active or even afterwards. So I've done pretty good recently. I mean, I just don't have enough people that watch the videos to actually even have any beefs. Most people are going to watch the videos. They're generally going to like the content. If you sit through an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of my stream and say you don't like it, you are a masochistic ass. Sorry. Sorry you wasted 2 hours of your time with some great content because you didn't deserve it. That's all I would have to say to you. Anybody that sits around for 2 hours and then says, oh, that wasn't any good. Okay. Yeah, your mother. But today, in talking about the daycare program at Ann Arbor Pathways, this is a simple thing for me because obviously this is the introduction to the impressionable period of a child's life. When they leave home, because they're gathering all that. They're gathering all that from their mother and father at home. But when they go into somebody else's facility, and now there's a whole different vibe between their home and the daycare facility. So now you're really taking on the responsibility as a second parent. Because before you can become a teacher, you've got to be able to know who you're dealing with. So you have to be almost like a second parent, okay? With that being said, let's just go right to the screenshot or screen share that I have of Pathways Child Care Program, okay? Pathways Child Care Program. This is Pathways to Success, Academic Campus, Pathways to Success, Ann Arbor Public Schools. I'm right on their page. This is their words. It's not me making anything up. Y'all know I don't make things up. It's not me embellishing or fabricating or ad-libbing or speaking metaphorically. None of that. This is, I'm going to read it right from the Pathways page. All right? Right from the Pathways page. All right. So this is the Pathways Child Care Program. Welcome to the Child Care Program at Pathways to Success Academic Campus. We offer a multicultural program for infants and toddlers 4 weeks to 3 years of age, while parents are attending class at Pathways. Enrollment is open to any child that has a parent attending Pathways, provided that the center is able to meet the needs of the child. So if a child is enrolled at Pathways and they that they need to be a child of a parent that's attending Pathways. So when I say a child, if a child is attending Pathways and they have a child, because they're children, I understand if they become parents, but they're children. So if a child is attending Pathways and he or she has a child, they would qualify for their child to go to Pathways, okay, as long as the center can meet the needs of the child. Pathways students will be given first priority. Pin it, pin it, pin it. Put a pin in that. Pathways students will be given first priority regarding child care openings. Now, this is if Pathways has students who have children or are willing to bring their children, because there's been some things that have gone on in the daycare at Pathways where kids might not feel safe to bring their kids. But let's just say that if a child is at Pathways and they have a child, they will be giving first priority regarding child care openings. Excuse me. If additional space is available, then parents attending the GED or ESL may apply for a child care position on a first come, first served basis. So that's basically saying they're giving total preferential treatment to the students at Pathways, which I like. I like that. That's what they should do. Any kid that's going there full-time daily, they should get preferential treatment. They should get first priority. So I like that. So when they put this together back in 2014, because that's when they put the handbook together, and I don't know if they've had any addendums since then, but I know this handbook for the child care program was put together in 2014. That's 9 years ago. Hopefully they've had some updates. Okay. Hopefully they've had some updates in it, I'm sure, because things have been updated. But I like that. They give preferential treatment to full-time Pathways students. Got it. Our center capacity is 16. Pin that. Pin that. And if the center is full, we will start a wait list and communicate when and if a space is available. See, this is their opening sales pitch for the child care program. I say daycare, they say child care. I get it. So this is the opening sales pitch, which is actually a pretty good sales pitch. I like the way they put it together. It was very direct. It said who it was for. It said why it was. It said what they could do. I like that. I like that part. The problem I have is Pathways ain't got no students. It got kids at the daycare right now. The kids that are at the daycare right now aren't of students that attend Pathways. It's the employees. There's more employees' kids going to Pathways than students' kids. And it don't take much for an employee's kid to go to daycare more than a student's kids, seeing that there ain't no students' kids. There ain't no students' kids. Where are all the pregnant, I'm sorry, the mothers who have birthed the child, the young fathers who, you know, the mothers birth the child and they may have to stop going to school because they have to go to daycare. No, you could go to Pathways because you have a daycare. Where are all the teen mothers and the teen fathers that can go to Pathways? Where are they? I mean, we've got plenty of faculty that's actually having their kids benefit from the child care program at Pathways. We need some children who have had babies to be able to benefit. I mean, I get that the faculty is making good on this, and I don't know what the cost of the faculty having their kids go to the program, because I don't believe they actually charge the students. From what I know, they don't charge the students, which is a good thing. You shouldn't charge the students, okay? You shouldn't charge the students. So from what I know, the children's kids go to the daycare at Pathways for free. Well, how much are they charging the teachers and the faculty members whose kids go there? Are they getting some type of a discounted rate? Even though there's no actual rate set because the kids go there for free. But I don't think the faculty kids should be going there for free. They should be putting something in the till. They're getting a salary for being there all day, and they would pay to go to a daycare anywhere outside of Pathways. So what does the faculty pay for their child to go to Pathways? Does anybody know that? Does anybody know what the faculty pays for their kids to go to Pathways? I'd like to know.
Bueller.
Anybody know?
Bueller.
Anybody?
Bueller.
Huh?
Bueller.
He's sick.
Better call the attendance office. Oh, you ain't got to call the attendance office. You ain't got to call the attendance office. They parents right down the hallway. If the baby gets sick, they don't even have to call the parent. They can just go right down the hallway because they're in an office or a classroom. What'd you say, Free? They're getting the student rate? I think so. I think they're getting the student rate with a little discount. They get a little student rate with a little discount on it. Sounds like it. And a paycheck. I mean, come on now. I see how you living, pimps. Shanu. I don't think Shanu's kids there this year. I think Mike Brown's kids is there this year, though. If I know what I know, I think he got twins. I think his kids is there this year. There's some other kids that's there this year. Yeah, they was all in the email. Everybody that got an email, damn near everybody got an email, got a kid at the school. Y'all kind of seeing how this works out? The people that I named in the email, the people that I've named on my cast several times, a lot of them got kids at the daycare. What up with that? Is that just a coinky dink? Because I don't believe in coinky dinks. Nah, I don't believe in coinky dinks. Boy, they up there right at the beginning of class.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
They up there at the beginning of class. I know that ain't who I think it is. What?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Come here, boy. Give me a high five. Free government loot. I mean, you know, pimps gonna be pimps. Hustlers gonna be hustlers. You know, it's like I say, felons gonna be felons. You can't knock a pimp for being a pimp. You can't knock a pimp for pimping. You can't knock a hustler for hustling. You can't knock a felon for being felonious. That's what they do. And if they tell you that's what they do, that's what they do. But I can knock an educator who's got his kid going to the daycare that kids who have kids need to be going to. And what I'd like to know is about the outreach program, because I don't think they have a very good outreach program over there at Pathways. But let's hear about the program philosophy, and then we can talk a little bit about the outreach program and what I know and may not know. Program philosophy. Our child care facility is designed to provide a safe and nurturing environment for infants and toddlers. I would hope so. Your faculty's kids is going there. I know you're going to treat them right. Babies and toddlers learn by doing, and they acquire knowledge of their own, of their world through playful interaction with people and objects. Babies and toddlers are motivated to learn by their own desire to make sense of the world, recognizing that there is a wide range of development, interests, and abilities among the children in the center. We provide experiences that reflect the differing needs and abilities of all children while respecting the children as individuals. Okay. A lot of word salad here. This is very templated, very cut and paste. It's not original at all, and it's not trailblazing. And Pathways is a trailblazing program. And this sounds very, very copy, cut and paste. Just you know, nobody did anything special here. Activities and experiences that contribute to the intellectual, social, emotional, creative, and physical development of the child are designed and provided in a child-centered setting. Boy, I tell you, they taking care of them faculty's kids good. They taking care of them faculty kids good. So if your kid is going to Pathways Daycare and you work there, you are getting a first-rate paycheck. You are at a first-rate facility, and your child is getting first-rate child care. Boy, I tell you, can't knock that. You can't knock that. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. I'm going to end up having to cut this short. Good Lord. Now, I'm almost done anyway. I wasn't going to be up here long anyway. Okay. Okay. So, reading that, you get the idea that, yes, someone put some thought into it to make sure it was grammatically correct. But the problem is, it was grammatically correct, but there was no spirit in it. There was no heart. There was no soul in it. If I wanted to take my kid to that school, me being me, I'm going to look at that program philosophy and break that down and say, they didn't put nothing into this. We need to go in for a tour. So I would take my kid in for a tour, and see what they're working with. And I want to see everybody that's going to be involved with the kids. Okay. I want to see everybody that's involved with the kids. And when I see everybody that's involved with the kids, then I can get a feeling about this program philosophy. Because if the program philosophy and them people that's working with the kids is the same flavor, because that's very bland. That's very, very bland, very plain, very mayonnaise. There's a lot of mayonnaise there. And I don't like mayonnaise. So there's a lot of mayonnaise there. I need some spice. I need some spice in there. There ain't no spice in there. So that program philosophy sucks. But it may work for the faculty, because the faculty, that's where they got their kids going, and they can actually step in when they want to see something happen with their kids. So the people working with the kids is probably really on point, because they working with the faculty's kids. They don't want to be up there, fighting their coworkers and stuff. It's bad enough when you get a parent and the parent get upset, but they ain't got no parents because they ain't got no students with babies. This just goes back and forth and back and forth. But on the real, got somewhat of an emergency. Everything's good. I'm sure everybody's going to live. But I'm going to cut this short. But I'm cutting it short because I didn't have to be here long anyway. I wanted to go through that. And the fact that I had those audio issues, I want to make sure that was a one-time thing. I want to just make sure that was a hitter and quitter, that was a one night, no stand. I need to make sure. So I'll probably do another test run, because I got to get ready, because I've got these individuals that are going to be coming up and talking about Pathways, that have worked at Pathways and work in the school system. So I want to make sure all this is tight this week. But for me to make sure everything is tight, I need to make sure that my grandkids are right. So let me go do my thing. I'm up out, and I'll be back. Y'all be good. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. And bam, 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 bam. And we good.
This revolution is filled with so many ironies, really.
Coming.
First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word.
I'm coming. Y'all going to be up here like this.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. And when you hear this,
Y'all want to see dead body?
please understand me. Please understand where I'm at with this. In this, I'm all over this. I'm all over this. Yes. Pathway students, we riding with you. We riding with you.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
want to see a dead body?
In my mind, oh, we got a problem here? We got a problem here? We got a problem here? Oh, what else?
Yeah, we got a problem. And we're going to solve it. Peace.